on a planet in Universe 7 made of magic. Vegeta said, "Okay Whis, if this sword really exists and is on this planet, I will look for it, but I will do it my way. Now I want you to heal me, please," said Vegeta, determined to find the sword. Whis spoke, "You're going to insist on facing these spirits again, aren't you? Anyway, I can't change the way you act. Okay then, I'll heal you, but make it worth it." Whis said that he was trusting that Vegeta would be able to find the sword. Guys, before continuing this epic story, I left your like to help the channel, and of course, if you can, I also left a super thank you and help the channel financially, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Now let's go back to the video. After Whis heals Vegeta, the angel Whis disperses the barrier, and Vegeta goes towards the 4 spirits that were waiting for him. Vegeta said, "You worms, I'm going to finish you all off. This time it won't be like the last time. I won't lose again, you hear?" Vegeta said, showing a smile and with his thumb pointed at his chest. Vegeta then goes towards the 4 spirits and releases a blast of ki on the planet's ground, which ends up causing a large smoke screen. Vegeta takes advantage of his strategy and starts throwing several punches and kicks against the spirits. At the same time, he was using his immense speed to try to cause damage to all of them, but this doesn't work. The Aquasis spirit sees Vegeta in the smoke and punches Vegeta in the jaw, followed by a knee and a headbutt. The prince was stunned, but even so, Vegeta teleported behind the spirits and launched a Taiokin to try to weaken their vision, which caused the spirits to be stunned for a while. Now Vegeta makes a large blast of Kai, then Vegeta begins to prepare his final flash combined with his Hakai and quickly fires at the spirits, causing a large explosion. Vegeta said, "Now, that must have definitely worked, ha 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 ha, I'm sure I did some damage to those bastards. What did you think of that, you worms?" the prince said, laughing loudly. However, the spirits were completely unharmed. They had not suffered any scratches. This demonstrated that no matter what strategy Vegeta used, they would always leave without a scratch. Vegeta said, "What the hell? These bastards don't die with anything. I don't believe I'll have to rely on a sword to defeat them, but I have no way out, and this seems to be the only way," Vegeta said, frustrated with the situation. The spirits who were looking at Vegeta quickly ran at high speed to attack him, but the prince managed to dodge, and when he jumped, one of the spirits grabbed Vegeta's leg and threw him with all his strength to the ground. Vegeta thought, "What a humiliation. Not even with strategies I could stop them, really. I'm going to need that damn sword. I'm going to have to look for it, but I won't be able to find it with these bastards on my back," said Vegeta, who was extremely irritated at not being able to do anything. Vegeta was already exhausted, so much so that he could barely stand. It seemed like the same situation would repeat itself again, but suddenly a little dog appeared in front of Vegeta, facing the spirits, and the dog started barking with a threatening sound. His skin was black with white tones on his face and neck, and he had purple eyes. But, without a doubt, the most notable thing was the necklace that the little dog was carrying. It was a peculiar necklace, as its symbol was the same as the symbols on the clothes of a god of destruction. The little dog quickly looks at Vegeta and puts him on his back, and just like that, he starts running at high speed to the other side of the planet, and after a few seconds, Vegeta ends up regaining consciousness after the dog licks him. Vegeta said, "But what happened? Where did this dog come from? How am I still alive? Tell me, dog, it was you who saved me, wasn't it?" Vegeta said, looking fixedly at the dog. The dog says, "Exactly, I saved you. Feel more grateful, please. You really are a fool. Did you really think you could defeat them even after you were humiliated by them? You are an idiot. Until now, there is only one way to kill these spirits, and that is with the Excalibur sword." Vegeta said, "Shut up! Why is a dog calling me idiot? Who are you? Why did you save me?" said Vegeta, being full of doubts about the dog he knew how to talk that was in front of him. The dog says, "My name is Akita. I saved you because I heard the conversation you had with the angel. You are looking for the Excalibur sword to end the spirits, right? I know where she is. Just follow me and you will have her." Akita starts walking forward with Vegeta following him, and after walking for 3 minutes, Akita stops walking and makes a gesture with his paw on the ground. He starts to make small scribbles of symbols similar to the symbol of the gods of destruction. And then, a large radiant door appears. Akita said, "The sword is here, follow me. This door will take us to a small cave that is separated from the outside world. It is a dimension created by the beings of this planet." Vegeta said, "Alright then, let's go," said Vegeta, eager to find the Excalibur sword. It is then that the two enter the door and come across a small cave covered in symbols. Akita begins to walk towards a large staircase, with Vegeta following him. Akita said, "We're almost at the end of the stairs. Do you see that big rock? That's where Excalibur is. We're almost there," commented the little Akita dog, looking towards the rock. Vegeta said, "I understand. I have an immense desire to wield this sword. I will put an end to those damn spirits," Vegeta said determinedly. And finally, they both reach the end and find a small rock, and in it was Excalibur, the sacred sword. The sword was bathed in immense brilliance. Vegeta said, "So is this the sword? I'm not much of a fan of using any type of weapon, but I really love this sword. The glow it emanates suits me perfectly." Akita said, "Enough with the jokes. Now that we're here, all you have to do is remove this sword from the rock. But I'll warn you right away that it won't be easy to remove it. Even I tried my luck, and I still wasn't able to wield it." At that same moment, something crosses the passage that Akita and Vegeta passed, and that someone was Whis, who was walking towards the puppy, Akita and Vegeta. Whis said, "Now this is really a surprise. I don't believe it, Akita. Is it really you? This is quite a surprise. Mr. Beerus will certainly be very happy to see you again." He spoke Whis in a cheerful tone. Akita spoke, "Hello, Whis. Yes, it's been quite a few years since I've seen Lord Beerus. I hope he's doing well," Akita said with a nostalgic look. Vegeta said, Whis, I'm sorry to interrupt the meeting, but now I'm going to remove the sword from this rock." Vegeta then lowered both of his hands and then approached the rock, and without further ado, he grabbed it with both of his hands and began to pull. But Vegeta wasn't able to pull it out, which made him angry, but then he took a breath and calmed down and activated the power of Ultra Ego and pulled the sword back slowly, little by little. And so Vegeta manages to remove the sword, pointing it upwards. Vegeta said, "In the end, the sword responded to the state the person was in. Now I understand how it works," said Vegeta, who was extremely happy. Akita said, "Excellent. Now that the most difficult stage has been completed, we can leave this place and face those spirits," Akita commented. Whis said, "This sword gives off unparalleled energy. Mr. Vegeta, this sword seems to be connecting spiritually with you. Its energy is increasing. But anyway, Mr. Vegeta, I will give you some information. If you end up combining your destruction energy with this sword, you can definitely exterminate these spirits. From the looks of it, this sword has its effect improved when the host's energy joins the sword's energy." We spoke, explaining how the Excalibur sword works. While they were talking, the passage that was open was crossed by 4 beings. The spirits had arrived and began to walk towards Akita, Vegeta, and Whis. Vegeta said, "Damn, they've arrived, but it's okay. I have my sword in hand. I'll finish them off." The spirits begin to look at the sword that Vegeta had in his hands. They were perplexed and scared, since no person had managed to remove the sword from that rock. Not even they had ever managed to remove that Excalibur from the rock. Vegeta then goes towards the spirits and wields the sword in his hands, and in doing so he puts the sword through the first spirit, and then the body of that spirit begins to completely disintegrate before the sword. Vegeta is surprised and moves away, but immediately the other 3 spirits go at Vegeta and attack him quickly. As there were several and the sword was heavy, this hindered Vegeta in trying to hit them. And so, Vegeta ends up suffering serious injuries to his body, being quite injured. Seeing that Vegeta was weakened, Akita quickly appears among the spirits and begins to increase his size. He gives a loud bark that causes a gigantic wind, and this drives the spirits away from the place. Seeing that the situation was bad, Whis hit his staff and teleported everyone to planet Earth. So guys, the video ends here, but remember, don't forget to like the video to motivate me to bring epic videos like this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. So bye!